morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. This video is sponsored by hair.com. They sent me a new hair tool that I'm going to try out, and then I'm going to take that hair that we create and see how well it lasts throughout the day's activities, because I have some fun plans. I'm going to drive over to West Seattle and spend the day there. It should be really pretty. I have some plans for a delicious brunch and then to spend some time by the water, but I cannot go like this. So this is the L'Oreal Steam Pod. I thought we'd unbox it together. It is powered by steam, so I'm gonna add some water in. Steam used in hairstyling really helps to smooth the hair and seal in the style. It's fun to test that out in the Pacific Northwest because there's always a lot of humidity in the air here, and to make matters worse, I'm gonna take the hairstyle to the ocean side where there is not only moisture in the air but also like that sea salt kind of spray that you get. It's fun for me to get this opportunity because lately I haven't had much time to focus on my channel, and I've been rebuilding my site, so everything's been a little bit dormant with my business and with everything. So I'm back for today and gonna share my day with you. And you might want to know that at hair.com right now, if you sign up for their email list, you get 15% off and 5 free samples, which is awesome. I love free samples for, you know, when we get to go somewhere, exciting things to think about. So there's a lot of information on the back about the technology, but essentially it's got an integrated water tank, a rotative cord, and an ergonomic format. And then a big part of the design I know as well is the intelligent heat control, so that you don't use more heat than you need. Now, looking at my hair, I think you can tell I probably need a little bit of a higher heat setting on this because my hair is very frizzy and hard to smooth. But if you have hair that is a little bit finer and more delicate, or your hair is colored, then you can also use a lower heat setting. So they give you this little bottle to insert the water into the styler. And by the way, not that it matters as to the functionality, but I love the sleek white design of this. It's kind of a little bit 70s and stylish. So I'm gonna go fill it up with water, and then I will come back and tell you all about it, and we'll try it out together. Actually, just went to fill up the little bottle, and I thought we would do this together so you can see every step of the process. I love this. It's the little things, you know, that just make it easier. I obviously could probably find something in my kitchen. You guys know how many kitchen tools I have to make this work, but I love that L'Oreal thought of, you know, making sure it's easy for you. So I filled that up to the top. There's a little cap that goes over it so it doesn't leak everywhere. Settings for 350, 390, and 410. I'm gonna go with the 410 because I know that my hair, first of all, can tolerate a lot of heat because it's not color treated or treated with anything else. And second of all, we'll need that heat to really get the frizz out. One thing that really appealed to me about this one is that it has a built-in comb. So I always use this raggedy old comb to smooth as I go, but I loved that they came up with a way to actually build that into the styler so that it's right there to essentially guide your hair and make sure that you don't have a big chunk on one side, which actually serves to protect your hair and make sure that you can style it with less pass-throughs of the iron. So that you can see this is a pretty large chunk, but that's how I usually do my hair. So let's see how it does. I can hear the steam, but I can't feel it, which is what you want, so it doesn't burn you. There we go, look at that. I love how it's not burning my fingers. It's just a very comfortable process. Second chunk. Look at that, and these are huge chunks of hair. See how shiny the hair is? It feels very, very smooth as well. Very smooth and sealed. Kind of like that feeling when you get a blow dry and your hair just feels more slippy and glassy than it normally does when you style it. So that's the bottom section, but it is a little bit less frizzy than the top sections of my hair. So let's do the top sections and see how that goes. I'm just going to leave the very top kind of crown part of my head and my front pieces. I may or may not have trimmed my own bangs again. And has their own way of curling their hair with a flat iron. Some people do it with the styler upside down. I prefer it this way. And what I do is I go pretty close to the root. I don't start twisting right away. And then once I'm a few inches away from the root, I go ahead and start twisting it, and that's how I get more of like a loose wave. And this fall, my 10-year anniversary on YouTube is coming up, and I've pretty much been doing my hair like this the entire time and before that. Look at that curl. That's like a beautiful retro curl. I'm a little bit worried about traffic going to West Seattle because if you aren't from here, the bridge has been closed there. So I feel kind of happy to be giving them a little bit of love today because haven't been as many posts on social media about West Seattle restaurants. And so with the pandemic, they've suffered even a little bit more than other restaurants around, you know, the Seattle area. So I'm excited. It's gonna be nice to have a drive in Serpentino. My hair is proof that with perseverance you can make a center part work if you want to. I had to because I don't know if I can show you this. Had to switch to a center part. Yeah, here it is. Can you see how short this piece is? Look at that. It's super short. I don't know why he did that only on this side. This side does not have a section like that. So that was part of trimming my bangs as well, was to kind of try and blend that a little bit. So, but because of that, I had to switch to a center part because otherwise with the side part, it was just sticking straight up all the time. So having a longer chunk of hair on top of it is helping to weigh it down. So long story short, don't mind that. But yes, if you want to try center part, since it's so trendy right now, it just takes a while for your hair to get used to it. The steam is very, very subtle. The room that I'm in isn't steamy, and it doesn't expel steam while it's just sitting there when you're not doing your hair, like for me when I'm just talking endlessly. So it means that I still have more than 3/4, I would say about 4/5 of the water that I put in. All right, so to do the bangs, I usually clip the rest of my hard work back so that it just leaves, you know, the front shorter layers. I feel like I'm missing a chunk here. Last piece. There we go. And part of what I love about doing my hair this way is that the waves just get looser as the day goes on. My hair feels very smooth and glassy, and I think you can see that. Let me show you the back. Here it is. Nice and swishy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did my hair. All of the information for the L'Oreal Steam Pro available at Elle.com will be linked in the information bar down below. But I would show you a little outfit of the day. I have a little sneak peek for you with this smooth and shiny like my hair. Herringbone chain and mini pearl. Testing this out, so that's a little mini sneak peek along with my outfit of the day and BB showing off her tail before I head out the door. Hello everyone, so I'm in Serpentino, who I know you haven't seen for a while, so I thought I'd check in. I just found parking. It's pretty far from the diner, but it'll have to do. I always try and pick like an easy, safe parking spot as well, even if that means a little more walk, because guess what? That means more sour cream on my breakfast. and I thought I would show you this view that I just noticed because it's pretty gorgeous, except for this one ugly life storage sign going on there. So that is beautiful Seattle in the distance. But first of all, let's get started with some tasty brunch. Sweet and salty. Yum. And some sunshine. Welcome to beautiful Lincoln Park in West Seattle. Yes, like the OPI nail polish, but not Chicago, West Seattle. It's so beautiful here. I've never been here before. And there's apparently a waterfront to it that I'm heading towards. So before we get there, I thought I would show you some of this beautiful nature. So quiet and peaceful. It's the most beautiful blue sky day. As the young ones say nowadays, tell me you're a fashion blogger without telling me you're a fashion blogger. These are the accessories I wear to go fishing. But seriously, what's the problem? I have something underneath it, and these shoes are actually super comfy. So here's a beautiful beach, trying to get some dinner. Probably not gonna happen, but it's the process. That's the fun part of fishing. Plus, I mean, I'm wearing my lucky fishing hat that is just so patriotic. I love it. So we'll see what happens, but it's really just about enjoying this beautiful day. It's gonna, you know, get a little bit more dusky soon, have some cold drinks. I changed out of my dress because I wanted to preserve it. Share it with the Sharky, also for good luck. Fishy, Sharky, you know, fisher women, all about lucky charms, I guess. I don't know. And then I've got my comfy new frame jeans that I showed you guys in my spring favorites. And comfy chair. What more can you want in the Pacific Northwest on this beautiful spring day? Catch of the day.